handmaiden, she
Yeni
has
bölümde
Marjorie Tyrell's
karşınızdayız.
favor. And Lady
Kaldığımız
Marjorie's
yerden
betrothal
devam
to the
ediyoruz.
king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's
Şimdi
presented to
ne
her
dediğini
as it should be.
unutun. Çünkü ben de takip etmedim. Kaçırdık. Artık. Sağlık olsun. Ha, bunu oynuyoruz şimdi de. Tabii sandığı açalım hemen. Chase. O altın para, hemen onu alayım.
Asher sent me this coin to remember
Ha,
him.
parayı onu hatırlamak
What a
için bir para
strange
gönderdim
place,
ona.
Essos.
Bu neymiş, buna bak.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
Lady Marjorie bana bunu
It
verdi.
once
Çok
belonged to
güzel.
Lady Elena.
Cebine atsana, ne şey yap. Not. Read it. Okuyalım.
Father,
Baba.
much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Düğün müyüm, bir şeyler var. Karışık. Düğün olacakmış da. Bu neymiş?
Ethan made this for me.
Ethan buna bana verdi. Benim için yaptı, bana verdi değil, benim için. Kapı hadi sen bunu.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Kazan. Ne var kazanda? Yemek mi pişireceğiz? Bir bok yokmuş. Buket, ay yine buket dedim. Gerçekten bir bilim harikası. Başka ne var? Kameraya doğru yürüyorum. Bir bok yok lan bu evde. Ne güzel bakıyor kameraya. Heh, burada bir şey var mı? Heh, pencereden bak. Look at.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Today mi day bir şeyler. Today.
Oha, tutmayın anlamını bilmiyorum.
Hep not veriyorlar yani.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene
Ya
on
hep
our
bir
behalf.
olaylar
She is our
masallah
best
masallah.
hope and can be a powerful ally, especially
Hep
now when your
olaylar
family so desperately needs
Haberci
her
miyiz
help.
lan biz? Basın sözcüsü. Şimdi hadi evden çık, siktir, aksiyon istiyorum ben ya. Kılıç gelsin, bir şey gelsin, bu karıya kılıç verin. Dövüşek. Aç kapıyı.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you.
Sizi
I can
rahatsız
come
etmek
back later if
istemezdim.
you'd like.
Sonra gelebilirim isterseniz ben. İçeri
No,
al.
it's fine. Come in.
Gidenci herhalde. Ya da bir şey, haberci işte dediğim gibi. Kovayı şeye dolduracağım. Su, he, kazana su koy. Yok, kazan. Ne yapıyor lan o, yemek mi koyuyor?
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my
Kömür
asking,
koyuyor.
you seem rather upset.
I'm fine.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course,
Kömürcü bu
milady.
işte. Ya kömürcü oğlum, elleri kömür koyuyor.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Birazdan gelir. Lady neydi onun adı?
You
Lan
work
yavaş
for
yavaş
Lady
tek tek
Marjorie?
mi koyuyorsun?
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Ne desem,
Perhaps you should come back later.
sonra gelsen iyi olur. Şimdi olmaz.
Of course, milady.
Lan kadın gelecek, çocuk hala oyalanıyor. Bir iki dakika, birazdan burada olur diyoruz. Çocuk oyalanıyor. Tek tek koyuyor kömürleri. Sayı 1, 2. Midye koyuyor sanmıştım başta. Denizdeyiz ya, denizci. Kasaba.
Lady Marjorie,
Oh, hemen.
you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Nereye gidiyoruz? Şimdi yine olaylar.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own.
Acın içim.
What you've suffered is beyond
Çok
imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together.
Bunu birlikte atlatabiliriz.
You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen.
Ben kraliçe olacağım.
To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the royal sept.
Göz kırpıyor.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Yüzünü boyuyor.
She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a
Ben
traitor.
değilim diyor.
Of course not.
Tabii
It's
ki
only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me.
Tamam.
She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near. Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Ne duymak istediğini söyle. Ona
See
duymak
if the Queen
istediğini
Regent is ready to receive us.
söyle. Kraliçe hazır. Niye kadın açıyor kapıyı? Tipe bak. Hizmetçi de erkek açar o kapıyı. Sonuna kadar açarlar o kapıyı normalde.
You'll be
Ben-
fine. I know you will.
İyi olacaksın.
You may
öyle
feel one
olacağını
thing,
biliyorum.
but you must say another.
Beklemediğim bir şey olursa, istediğim bir şey olursa başka bir şey. Tipe bak.
Good luck.
İnşallah. Of. Gidelim bakalım şimdi yine diyaloglar. Heh, böyle açılır işte kapı. Merhaba abi.
Gideceğim mi lan?
Evet.
You can do this.
Bunu yapabilirsin. Yüce efendi. Lan yürüyeceksin. Ben de unuttum, bıraktım, niye yürümüyorum. Sayılara bak. Hızlı koşma yok mu? Çok...
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Sizi akşama
Lord
bekliyorum
Tyrion.
diyor.
Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Öyleyiz.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
Onu...
House
boyun
Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you.
Ananas
I
da.
want to hear from the girl.
Ananas.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Ananas.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he?
Sadece
She is.
kral var.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
O gerçek kral.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
She only
I
met...
don't care what she meant.
Ne demek
I
istediğini
care what she
anlamıyorum.
said.
Sadece dediğine bakıyorum.
I
Ve
won't
atar
stand for
yapıyorum lan.
impertinence from a girl of the north.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain
açıklaması
why
için
the
bir şans
Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They are noble, not traitors, Your Grace.
Noble? Perhaps once. For a northern house. But now they're merely dead.
Peki efendim.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Absolutely.
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see.
Tabii.
Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who
Karı
killed
kaş
my
kaldırıp
father.
duruyor. Babamı kimin öldürdüğünü bulacağım.
Old allegiances are not easily
Peki.
abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look
Yeni
to rebuild and forge new
müttefikler bulmalıyız, yeni
alliances.
dostluklar
There are
edinmeliyiz.
ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady
Gemileriniz ve
supply of ironwood for
kalkanlarınız.
his armies. I'm told there are others who would
Çalıştırarak
happily
yaşlı.
serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester
Forester'lara güvenebilir
Ironwood
miyiz?
does seem
Yes,
rather
güvenebilirsiniz.
unique.
Güvenebilirsiniz.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I
Tam
imagine you'd
alırlar.
do almost anything to prevent
Niye
that from
utanmıyorsun?
happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see
Yes,
another house lay
anything.
claim to what's
Üçümüz aynı
yours.
anda mı
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
Böyle gözü desem.
I see.
Görüyorum.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would
çocuk
one day
üşüyor.
rule the Seven Kingdoms.
Manyak çıktı.
Can we fault her for her mistake?
Çok büyük denedim.
Should she be held accountable?
Dizide.
Ha, dizide.
Oğlunun cenazesinde kadına tutuyorlar.
Ha, ne
She
desem.
was just following her heart, Your Grace.
Kalbinin sadece
And
kalbini
the very
dinledi.
same heart
Kalbini
so
dinledi.
quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find
Oğlum
it quickly.
geçecek. Niye?
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent
Bir şey
themselves,
düşürme be evladım.
pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
Çocuk üşüyor ya.
You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie.
Çocuğun götünden
One can only
anahtar düştü.
assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to
Çocuk
a
mont
king
giydi.
must be absolute,
Keşke facecam
beyond
olaydı.
question.
Çocuk sensin.
And if your loyalties
Çocuk
were to become
üşüyor.
conflicted between your king and the very person
Hadi
whom you
uyuyacağız
serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would.
girl answer the question.
Ya o
I would
gerçek
be
kralı
true to the
olacak.
king, Your Grace.
Sizi temin ederim.
I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
Margaret'i hatırlayacak.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Çocuk titriyor.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either.
Yapayım mı?
İşler.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Çocuk
Of course,
titriyor.
Your Grace.
Cüce efendi. Sıcakla işte.
İşte öyle de.
I'll walk you out.
Biraz seninle yürüyelim diyor.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport.
Konuşacağız Yüce efendi.
Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton.
Cüceleşti.
We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Boltonlar.
These would be
Onu
trying
saygı-
times for your
Benim
family,
ailem
even
değil.
under the best of circumstances.
These are trying times, my lord. My family fears what might happen now that the Boltons rule the north.
They must still answer to the crown. You shouldn't forget
kötü mü lan
that,
şimdi?
nor should they.
İyi de şu an bir
That
saç
certainly
çıkıyor.
took courage. to so publicly declare your
Atlayacak,
loyalty to
sikiyor
Joffrey
yani
for all
şu
to
an.
hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although
Karşı krallık
Cersei
oldu.
seemed quite pleased. It
Lan o
was
son
quite the
bölümlerde
first
gelir.
impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather
Biz mi
odd,
gireceğiz? Tövbe.
if that's what she asked of you.
Cüce mi ha? Harbiden onda oynayacağız.
But
abi.
I'm sure she has your best interests at heart.
Sıradan bir asker
My
verseler
sister
çok
and
iyi
I
olur.
have
Sadece
our
savaş.
differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades.
Lan
I
hiç
take
bunlarla
mine in
savaş yok.
thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house.
Hep entrika
It is
bir
the
şey.
Master of Coin who decides such matters.
O ne lan
The
adam
crown
hayalet
needs
sandım.
boats.
Ana ötekiler nereye
Boats need
kayboldu?
wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not
Aileme
her.
yardım
You can help my family.
edebilir misiniz?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate
Arkadaşlık
Cersei.
istemiyor, dostluk istemiyor.
Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you
Benim tek-
and your
tek
house.
söz olur.
Are you willing to risk that?
Ya oğlum yazı çıkacak. Al bak çıktı.
It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please,
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it.
Kızsın. Halledeceğim.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner
Müsaade
tonight.
edersen. akşam
3
yemeğini
beautiful
hazırla.
bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The
I
mere
hope
thought
you
of them
meet
makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North.
Burası kuzey.
King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Burada yılanlar, kobralar dolaşır. Sokar seni. Sokar seni. O ne lan, kafasında gül var. Gül şeklinde toplamışlar oğlum.
Sende de var.
He gül he. Yine not, mektup. Alın bizi kuzeye.
Mira, I was worried.
Hizmetçi mi?
He. Gözünden
How was it?
açık kaldı.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
I want that.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
Sırtmıştı.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated
İyi,
way
sandalye
at the back, here with the
Ben de
fourth
ben.
cousins and the ninth-born sons. Ah, Sir
Bıyık mı lan o?
Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing
Yakından
that
bakınca
black
bıyık
cloak
gibi
of
durdu
his.
bir
What?
O zaman tabi ağda yok. Jilet vuruyor
And
kadar.
Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour,
Oo.
which I doubt is
Yakışıklı
Dornish
diyor.
for wife,
He
O
is
ne biçim
quite
yüzü lan?
handsome.
and quite passionate, from what I've heard.
Hala görüyor musun?
Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future
Kim bilebilir
husbands.
yeni oğullarının geleceğini.
Although,
Kim gelecekse.
marrying a king, I can only
Geleceği yok.
imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant
Joffrey
you'd
de-
become queen?
Niye evlendin diyor.
He does have a
Belki olabilir
certain
diyor.
look about him,
I don't want to be
and
queen.
he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I don't want to be queen no matter who I'd have to
Önemli
marry.
değil, sen
Don't
ben
want to be
evlen.
queen,
Niye?
you northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well,
Yep,
I
yep,
would
true.
marry him. Imagine the power you would have as queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
7 kral.
I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister.
Tayden. Demek ki yüce.
What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Ne yapıyorsun sen?
Well,
I'm sorry.
Sarah?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
Sen yeğlenelim.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen
Savaş
was
planlarını nerede
pleased
düşündün lan?
by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over.
Bunlara ben dublaj yapayım sonradan.
I fear it will only get
Çevireyim
worse when
şu an
I'm
çünkü.
angry.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will
Ka-
have
aynen.
no choice but to love you.
Hayır.
Do you agree?
Katılıyor musun? Sarah Israel.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
Programla inceltirim
You
sesimi, bu
learn
kadar
very
basit.
quickly.
Dede yapıyordum.
You were brave agreeing to obey the
Kalın ses.
Boltons.
Çocuk
That
sesi.
cannot have been easy. I know you must
Küçük
fear
çocuk
what
da
Lord
çocuk sesi
Bolton
yapar.
might do to your family.
Oğlum Mira
I do appreciate
Niye
your
mi?
willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's
bunlar
been
işte
something on my
entrikalar
mind.
hep.
Something
Hep yalan dolan.
important.
Şey gibi lan, muhteşem gibi lan. Sonra
Yardım iste.
I did have a favor to
Bir
ask of you in
isteğim
return.
Dönerken.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between
İstersen
us.
Sarah'a söyleyebilirsin.
It's
Aramızda
about my family.
Benim ailemle alakalı.
I trust her.
Ona güveniyorum. I prefer. Yalnız
I
konuşmayı
prefer
tercih
to
ederim.
speak with you alone.
Serhat trip atıyor. Kaşlara bak.
Yani niye öyle yaptık? Kızıyoruz ya.
Kızı üzdüm de ailevi mesele diyor. Bunu hatırlayacak Serra. Tamam, hatırlasın.
Go on.
Yani yukarıda öyle dediler
If you could ask
Oğlum,
Joffrey to
görmüyor musun
intervene on
bunu
behalf of my
hatırlayacak?
family.
Oo.
Ramsay Snow is on his way to
Bunu
Ironwood to see my
hatırlayacak.
brother
Seninle
bend the
gurur
knee.
duyuyor.
If Joffrey could send a raven and tell the Boltons no one at House Forrester is to be
Serra ona
harmed.
güvenmediğini bilecek diyor. Margaery
That is no small
ne
request,
sorduğunu hatırlayacak.
especially now.
Tamam,
Joffrey
hatırlasın.
knows only too well your family fought for the Starks.
Ne lan?
And now you would have me ask him to intervene.
Hatırlaması iyi işte.
Is the
Sen bana şunu
situation that
sormuştun.
dire?
Yardım edeyim diyecek.
Joffrey
Bunu
will not
verecek.
look favorably on such a request.
Ya lan dur. Umarım beni anlamışsın.
My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics.
konuştum.
I hope you can understand that.
Ailevi meseleler.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank
Hiçbir
you,
söz
my lady.
vermiyorum ama yapmaya
I will
çalışacağım.
send a raven to my family at once.
kendi odası kendi odası.
Heh, şükür be. Gel. Atın gözünde ışık geliyor. Şimdi kontrolü elimize alalım.
Seven hells.
Aha. Bakıyor. Altıma sakla bak. Yapmadım, şimdi aklım gelecek. Kadın... Ha, adam. Pardon. Oğlum öyle bir ince ses çıkart.
Shall we?
Diye.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Bu adamın öyle şeyleri var ki. Bir adamın üstünü koparıyor. Stark'ın ailesinden birisi. Çocuklardan. Adamın önüne getirmez.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy.
Tam buraya
What with
bak.
all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
Konuşmasana buradaki adam.
As my father likes to say,
Bak kılıcımız da yok ki.
a naked man
Bizi
holds
aldılar.
few secrets. But the
Bak,
flayed
bak,
man,
çıkıyorum, saklambaç
the
oynuyor
flayed
adam.
man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the warden of the
Bundan
north.
ele geçeceğiz öyle diyor.
He does now.
Ha!
How much
Kırmızı
further
olduğunu
is it
geç bak.
to these foresters?
Aha.
A day, my lord. Two at most.
Lan
What was that?
o neydi? Senin.
My lord?
Shh! Listen.
Lan kılıcımız da yok.
There.
Gelme.
Hear that?
Senin ben telefonu koyduğun yere.
I know I heard something.
Görmeyecek.
Never mind.
Boş ver.
We've wasted enough time already.
Zamanı zaten bu şu an. Hemen de bak. Ne salak karakterler var ya. Ben tüm gün boyu orada saklanırım. Sabah. O kadar değil de bayağı uzak. Yürü lan hadi. Adama yardım edin. Öldü ama bence. Öyle yürüyor. Kendi yürüyor. Arada basıyor. Bak kendi yürümeye devam ediyor. Bir daha yürüyeceğiz şu kadar. Anasını.
Bloody hell.
Ölmüş oldu. Zaten bu halde yaşayamaz. Gündüz güneş bir vurdu mu? Bok ölmedi.
Öldü mü?
Ulan ölmüş adam ağzından kan akmış kafayı. Lan bize kılıç verin. Ya, bunun sahnesi bu kadar mıydı şimdi? Ben savaş istiyorum, kılıç istiyorum. Yine çocuğa geldi.
Lord Ethan,
Ne oldu?
as I was saying, you are young.
Siz gençsiniz.
And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership.
Duvarlara liderlik yapamam. Sizin lideriniz altında tehlikeli bir şeydir.
But 300 generations of Forrester lords stand behind you.
Dövüşler falan. Beyler.
Lord Gerhard the Tall,
Ben
who
ejderha
founded our
binmek
house,
istiyorum.
and your grandfather,
Neden?
Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call
Why?
my father?
Kim
Lord
babam
Gregor the Good.
Lord Gregor. Gregor.
He was fair
I
and
want you
wise
like him.
and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not
Ben-
decades, to earn.
Oğlum rahatsızım. Heh, şöyle.
These were your father's people to lead and protect.
Bize
Now they're
kılıç
yours.
kullanmayı öğretecekler kesin.
But your father did not bear this responsibility alone.
Aman sorumsuzluk.
He and every
sorumsuzluk
Forrester
ama.
lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others.
Kara
The Lord
sülük.
Sentinel.
Öyle bir soyad vardı. Bilmem
Forrester
ne kara
traditions
sülük.
demand
Tutuklandı
that a
bir
new
şey.
Lord Sentinel must be
Çünkü
chosen.
sülük deyince aklıma geldi.
Keep
Kara
walking,
sülük.
you craven
Kara
son of
sülük
a
davası.
whore. Move.
Kime ele geçiyor?
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to
Bir şey
survive.
yapmadım, ben sadece hayatta kalmak istiyorum. Oğlum bu kız çok memnun.
Lord Ethan.
Bu kim?
Maester.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
Büyücülük yap. Büyücülük yaparken yakalandı.
This house is
Cadı-
doomed. We all fucking know it.
Quiet,
Sikildikini
thief.
biliyoruz.
Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
Senin silahlarınızı çalmaya çalışıyor.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Is what Sir Royland said true?
Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all.
Yanlış yaptım, özür dilerim.
It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine
Sen
grows
siktir git
smaller
şuradan ya.
every day.
Kıza bak.
Mercy, no.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling.
Biliyoruz.
We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
We can send him to the war.
O büyücü, o büyücü. Merhamet gösterin oğlum. Mercy diyor herkes zaten. Merhamet gösterin. Çünkü babama benziyor. Hakikaten çok benziyor lan. Abisi gibi.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
He has a family.
He's also a father trying to help his children after we failed him. I cannot punish a man for our negligence.
You're rewarding a man who has no loyalty
Adam
or
olmadan
honor.
biliyorsunuz, bağlı.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
Lafında sonra.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
Ben de bu adamın yavrum da güzel.
Sen çok biliyorsun. Lan adamın ikizi geldi. Arkada bir tane adam vardı, onun ikizi geçti. Bak bu var bir tane
That
daha
was
adam. Aynısı.
certainly unpleasant, but a lord must meet our punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
Vay. Vay.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
Disloyalty shouldn't be rewarded if others will take advantage of your mercy. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
Senin tarafında güvenebileceğin biri olmalı diyor.
Someone you can rely on,
chose you.
no matter the circumstance.
And I'm sure you think you'd be the perfect choice.
Me? Oh, gods, no. I can't get involved. I am a maester. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve as such. There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
Thank you for your counsel, Maester.
It is my duty. Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Benimle istediğiniz her şeyi konuşabilirsiniz lazım. Neresine soktu onu? Yok. Şimdi domuza bakın yani.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
Eric said people were going to starve. Why can't we feed them?
The war has taken its toll. Even our own stores for the house are dwindling. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times.
I trust you to make the right decision.
We'll have to take food from the small folk and hope they can fend for themselves. If the house falls, they'd all be worse for it. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, oh, you know, don't you?
I'm honored.
Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them.
No, he's not our enemy. But he did a bad thing.
Then I wish you'd hurt him. People who do bad things need to be punished. Someone did something bad to Father and Roderick. Someone should hurt them even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Slash and parry. Slash.
Maşallah. Bu kim lan? Bana da. Araba ver.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow.
Wait, Uncle. You can't leave. We need you here, especially now.
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher. She has asked me to return to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. I know how to speak to her.
I'm sure you do.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you. Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
But I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
I wish Father were here.
We all do, but Father is gone. You are the Lord of this house, which is why you must be strong. You're just as capable as Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it. I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Bu kızların kaş kaldırma olayına uyuz olmaya başladım. Tüm kızlar kaş kaldırıyor. Kardeş bizim kardeşimiz ama bakıyorum. Kardeşim kolay gelsin. Durdum. Ya şurada şey vardı. Anne mi? Duncan. Dayı o. Anamız niye şey bulmuş?
Come on, you dogs. You'll not be fighting here forever.
Işınlana gidiyor. Zıplıyoruz. Buraya çıkalım. Ve bize sniper'la ölmeyi bekliyor. Bir bok yapalım. Ama ne yapmamız gerekiyor anlasana.
Oradan çatılara çıkacaksın ya.
Çatılara çıkacağım.
Belki bu işe yarar.
Şununla bir daha konuşalım.
Bir daha mı konuşursan niye konuşalım?
Hayır. Hapsi şey.
Maester?
Yanında
Yes,
bir
Lord
adam
Ethan.
olması lazım.
Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Ben sana güveniyorum falan dedik buna. Yes, I am.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Herhalde şimdi olur. Tamam aynen. Konuşmaya hazırım falan. Kardeşimiz bildiğimiz hizmetçilik yapıyor orada.
Atları seviyor.
Üzerinde de yetim kıyafeti var bildiğin.
O ne lan?
Yetim kıyafet.
Getir.
Getir. Get in the house. Yok. Şimdi bunlara konuşma çekeceğim. Adam olun diyeceğim. Lord benim lan diyeceğim. Tahta oturacağım.
You may sit.
Oturun.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Bu kararında
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
Sentinel onu söyle.
Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a
Oğlum bu
fine
bize tavsiye
sentinel,
verdi.
but I have made my decision.
Askerin yanında olması daha iyi. Evet. Öteki asker değil. Tiplere bak ya. Anamı seçeceğim. Anamı seçeceğim. Ana gel. Seni seçeceğim. Seni seçtim. Duncan dayı, give brace'liyim. Sağ kolum. O zaten göt onu biliyor. Evden git deyip durdu şeye. Sen daha güzel bak.
Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Sağ kolum senin bacım.
This is reckless. Lord Ethan has made his choice. I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scout says only a day's ride from here.
Scott gönderdik.
With no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of?
Genç golcüler.
We need to prepare for the worst.
He doesn't scare me.
We can handle Ramsay Snow. He doesn't scare me.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council.
Let Sir Royland speak. I'd like to hear what he has to say. Sir Royland.
No. You chose your sentinel. He should speak on this.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please.
Adamsın anne. Anne sen geç.
Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
There must be other options.
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough.
We will fight.
I know I can still count on Sir Royland as master-at-arms. Our forces may not be at full strength, but our men are willing to take on this fight. I think Ramsay Snow will see that too.
They may be willing, but are they able,
my lord? Casting aside diplomacy means giving up our best chance to come through this safely.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Olsun. Savaş komutan.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father. Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
We don't have enough soldiers to strike fear in a madman like Ramsay Snow. Invite him into this hall and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Face to face.
Lord Ethan?
Söylen. I will invite Ramsay.
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down!
Down at once.
Bunu hatırlayacak.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Onların evinde. Ben yanlış yer seçtim. Bizim evimize çağıracaktım ama onların evine gidiyoruz şimdi sarayına.
My lord, you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
Adam bizi doldurmaya çalışıyor.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister.
To be Lord.
But won't he be Lord if he returns? Do you want him to take my place?
Of course not. He has no interest in such things. And that's not what I want either. Asher is volatile, but that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities. But...
I'm not like that. But I don't need to be, do I?
No. But you need someone who is standing beside you.
Oh, amca.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Yardım getirsin. Bu bölümü burada sonlandırıyoruz. Sonraki bölümde tekrardan görüşmek üzere.